I've been thinking of a couple different ways on how to sort this video out. After a couple different takes, I think off the cuff and just kind of speaking my mind about what I have planned is the best thing I can do. I don't normally do a lot of scripted stuff. I kind of do just a lot of things off the cuff. Now, with that said, for anyone who's been watching my channel for a period of time, I do all sorts of different content. I am a small creator. I've been on the platform since about 2018, and I have bounced around from subject to subject in many of different things on this channel. Everything from chat to tech to repairs to retro tech to some gaming to some controversial things that maybe I should have stepped into, to podcasting with friends, to sharing stuff in my daily life, just all over the place. I don't have a set direction for this channel, and in doing so, I probably have stunted the growth of this channel, which nobody's fault but my own. But along with that, I've went through a great many deal of hurdles, especially for me in the last couple of years. Getting flooded out of my old place, getting a new place, dealing with some other things within my life, stuff within the online community. Um, really just been kind of all over the place trying to figure out what to do. Last couple months, I've been thinking about getting a VTube avatar commissioned. Whether it be 2D or 3D, and trying that since really like around 2020. Oh, before that, VTubing was kind of a thing, but since then in 2020 hit and some other things like that, there's been a big surge in popularity of VTubers. Now, a lot of them come out, never done anything online before. They come out and it's like, surprise, hello, you know. No, you don't know the face. For me, it's a little bit different. I've had my face out on this channel since the very conception of it. So it's not like I'm trying to hide or anything like that, but I do think it's different. And I also been thinking about trying to do a couple different things, like getting on to Twitch and stuff like that, kind of changing the direction of where I want to go. And that's why I was looking towards VTubers. Now, going through, and before I get into this next part, I'll go ahead and say this. Going through since like around mid 2019, going into 2020, before the pandemic even hit. I don't want to say I got into financial troubles or anything like that, but I kind of need some extra cash. So one of the things I did and I found out about is donating plasma. So I've been an avid donor of plasma for maybe 4.5 years. It's been on and off because scheduling, my job, health issues that I myself have went through, and just a variety of different things. But I have been donating plasma for since around 2019. And I've used that money to help out with different things, like we're buying a new house and having some additional expenditures, especially with different things with work. The extra money was nice to have. I've been to a point now for a while that my life has been stable. Might have some hiccups here and there, but everything in my life has been pretty much stable. And it's been one of those deals of, maybe I need to stop. Stop donating plasma because I don't need the extra cash anymore. Well, I started looking around, getting ideas for VTubing stuff, and because I was never an avid fan of it, it's just like, oh, this seems cool, and I came across VShojo. I've heard of Hololive and a couple of ones, but one kind of hit my mark was like VShojo. I know I have my issues and stuff with some of the things to do, how to go about promoting themselves. But you know, that aside, that's a personal issue. But I started going through and looking at some of the VTubers on there. And one particular VTuber caught my eye. And it's not because of the VTuber themselves, it's because of who they collab with. Now, I'm an avid anime fan. I have another channel, STC Watch Club. I do a lot of anime reactions, commentaries, and reviews of. And me and a couple other people, like a show that's usually aired, watched it for way back when, and it was called Trash Tastes. And the person that I want to say most notable, but one of the people on there was Connor. Known as connordawg on YouTube and Twitch and stuff like that. I had no idea because never really paid much attention to the lives of people, just kind of the topics of what they have. Never really knew what kind of a relationship that Connor had with VShojo. And one of the VTubers that come on that he always streams with is Ironmouse. Now, I got a couple different people I follow on Twitter that are like Ironmouse nuts. And understandably why. I mean, she's cute, she's peppy, she's spunky, she's all over the place. I mean, she's kind of high pitched and noisy. And it's like, it's a gimmick. It's whatever. It is what it is. And then I started digging and going back and watching past streams. And then a lot of things started coming to light about Ironmouse. Stuff that's like, not, for anyone else out there that follows the person, and I was like, oh no, you guys have known this for a while, but for someone like me, it's like, kind of coming into this and kind of, seeing what's going on, I didn't know until I started digging around. And that kind of makes me want to kind of sidetrack and kind of narrow down while I get the point of this whole video. Now, I'm going to list off a couple different characters. One of them's from a video game. The other four of them's from animes. Some of them are popular, some of them are kind of obscure. But Ira from Mega Man Legends, Yuki from Sword Art Online 2, Harry from Your Lie in April, Nagisa from Clan Ed, and Asa from Shuffle. Now, all these are very different characters, except for a couple key traits and details from these characters. One, they're all tsunderes, for the most part. Two, the go-getters. They don't let anyone stop them. They don't let anyone get them down. And three, they live with something that they cannot help. Something that's changed them, that's happened to them, or they were born with. A crippling issue that would render anyone almost to the point of crying and helplessness. Imagine, and I can very well imagine, and it scares the absolute shit out of me. But imagine if you had an everyday life. Work a 40-hour job, wife, kids. You were the responsible one for the household, stuff like that. And then all of a sudden, you couldn't be around people no more. You couldn't escape the confines of your room. The possibilities of you going outside means the possibilities of, you dying. The only access you got to the rest of the world is the four corners of your house and a computer screen. Now imagine if you had this condition for all of your life, and it affected your life in such a way where you can't go to school, you can't socialize with different people, no way in hell you can have a job, and you're constantly dependent on everyone else because you cannot provide for yourself. This is Ironmouse. Now, am I saying this to be disparaging? Hell no. Far from it. Ironmouse laughed at her disease. And she has cvid, which is common variable immunodeficiency. And basically means that her body doesn't make any kind of antibodies. Common cold could pretty well be a death sentence for her if she ever got it. So, in a world filled with all sorts of things, including, COVID, yeah, I've scoffed at the face of COVID before, but it's like, being put in a position, like she is, that's nothing to scoff at. And, like I said, a simple infection could be very well enough to kill her. And they've overcome that to great lengths. And they've achieved a lot within 4 or 5 years. They went from beginning to a popular, well-known name within VShojo. And they've done that all while being confined to a room, not being able to socialize with anyone. The thought of, seeing anyone, talking to anyone, even just going out the confines of that room means a death sentence. Dealing with a condition that's pretty much rendered them helpless in bed, not being able to do anything for themselves or help them. Overcoming that. Basically making the best out of a situation that anyone else put into that position could almost possibly crumble up and fold over. Because I can tell you right now, for me, I can't imagine it. If something like that happened to me, and let's say tomorrow, just out of the blue, I got cvid and I was bound up, there's no way in hell I'd be able to survive. There's no way I'd be able to function. I'm a person that must constantly be walking. That's why I've got the job I have. I've been in my field, truck mechanicing, for almost, damn near 17, 20 years. And I can't imagine not be able to go walk and make a living for myself. I can't imagine not being able to go out and get the things that I need. I can't imagine having to shield myself from everyone, because if I don't, any little thing kill me. And the more I got to looking into this, the more I was intrigued by Ironmouse, and the more I was intrigued by how connordawg always interacted with her and did stuff for her, doing all sorts of charities and fundraisers and things to make her life that much more better, doing IRL streams, taking her to places that, even if she was, even if she didn't have a condition she couldn't go to. But if she didn't have a condition she had, and she's not able to do this stuff at all. And Connor's went through and done a lot of good for her. And I'll say right now, they make the cutest damn couple, even though I know they're not a couple. But, they do make the cutest damn couple. It's the puppet tsundere relationship right there. But that aside, what does this have everything? What's this have to do with, me having a V2 model and donating plasma and, Ironmouse? Well, this is what comes down to a challenge I'm gonna challenge myself to. Her condition requires plasma, The same type of plasma that, like, for the last 4 years I've been donating. I knew a lot of things that what BioLife has done with plasma, and I've never really done a lot of research, but I know there's a lot of health factors that go into, like, studying, distilling it down, refining it, and making different types of medicine for people. Everything from, like, COVID therapy to, CVID. And you get paid. Depending on the center, depending on where you go, depending on the promotions of the month and stuff like that, you get paid for the plasma. And I know back a year or so ago there was a shortage because of everything that happened with COVID and all that good stuff. And this, I don't remember off the top of my head if it's better or not, but regardless, it's still something that needs to be collected. So people who are able to donate need to, otherwise, if the donation stops, the plasma stops. The plasma stops, they can't make this medicine. And for Ironmouse, she has to take the plasma therapies that are made for her weekly. Um, so, and it takes a lot of plasma to make the amount of medicines that she needs to be injected with. It's not like, okay, take plasma from one person and put it in her. It doesn't work that way. It takes a very large amount of plasma to be distilled down to the immunoglobulin. I think I'm saying that right. To be able to give her the medication that she needs. And her success is, the more I looked into it, the more it's inspired me more to kind of try this VTubing route. So I figured, let's do a challenge. I can easily just take some of the payments from BioLife that I get from donating plasma, along with my own paycheck. Probably within 3 to 4 weeks, I can have enough money without putting me in bind to get the VTube avatar that I'm looking for. I'm looking around $1,000 is what it's gonna cost to get this 2D avatar made from an artist I've already got picked out. So I've already got artists. So artists out there wanting to pick up commissions, I've got someone in mind already. But it's got to cost around $1,000. However, for the fact of looking at Ironmouse's story has kind of inspired me to try to do this, see how high I can go up. The challenge I'm issuing myself is the V2 model I'm going to be commissioning will only be paid for by money acquired by donating plasma. So meaning I can't chip into it, I can't throw anything out there, no GoFundMe, no nothing. Every dime of the commission is going to be made from donation money from giving plasma. I feel like it's a challenge because if I was to donate at the current rate right now every week, it should take about 10 weeks at the most because of scheduling a walk and other things, and maybe getting kicked out because iron or protein might be too low, because that's happened to me a couple times. At soonest 10 weeks, most 15 to 17 weeks is what I would assume would take to get the money acquired to be able to do this. But I mean, what better way? It's a challenge. It's like, aspire to be as good as what Ironmouse was and a couple of the other VShojo VTubers, and even the solo VTubers that just they're not associated or affiliated with anyone. They just go through and do the stuff that they do. So Yeah, that's the plan. It's like to kind of, dedicate, be inspired, because her story is a tragic one, but it shouldn't be looked at it as tragedy. It should be looked at, as inspiration. Um, Even in the darkest time of your life, there's always some shimmer of light to kind of guide you out of that pit of despair that you're in. And if you haven't found out or know about what her story and backstory is, my God, you need to go look, and you need to see for yourself, because it really is something to be inspired by. So with that, that's that. It's like I'm not saying I'm dedicating my model or anything like that, but I'm dedicating the commission of it. So it means every dime that I put towards that model is going to be something that's going to go towards something that helps her out. And that's the takeaway from this. And the takeaway is also to let you guys know that CVID is a serious disease, and it is something that needs to be looked at seriously. Normal people like me, everyone else that kind of gets a cold and coughs it off because, okay, sore throat, I kind of feel like crap, whatever, go to work, forget about it. It could be literally death for her. And we really do take that for granted. And I will say this much. If Ironmouse or connordawg or both of them happen to come across this video and watches this all the way through to the end, I'll put in a special bonus too. If you find this intriguing, and if you find this message towards people to go donate, and do it for some sort of cause or anything like that, I'll let you know this much. You can let me know either through a response video or comments or DM or something. Both of you guys can let me know. I will tack onto that some sort of accessory or add-on that you will want on the model. Basically, the model I'm getting is gotta be this one, an exact version of this. I'm probably gonna add some things to it. It's gonna have the headset, the glasses. I'm probably gonna make it to where he has a cloak and a scarf. But because if you look at the Mega Man Legends 2 models, he does have a cloak and scarf, and it does look cool. But those are the add-ons I'm gonna do. But I'm gonna allow you guys to go. If you like this, go ahead and let me know what you want. I don't care if it is. It's like, okay, ears, horns, or something like that. Just some sort of accessory that you would like to see on it. It could be something that accentuates the character, or it could be something completely embarrassing. Is what is. Let me know what it would be, and I'll try. I won't try. I will have that commissioned along with the avatar, and as just kind of like an add-on or something like that. But at the end of the day, donating plasma can be beneficial to both you and someone else. It can be beneficial to donating for money, anything like that. But it's very beneficial to the person on the receiving end, because that might be what gets them through day to day and shows that they live just another day longer. And it's very important for people to understand this. So with that, let me know down in the comments below what your thoughts of this. What do you think about the goal? What do you think about me challenging myself? Yes, I know I'm a small YouTuber. I don't count. I am minuscule. I don't mean anything. But you know, I feel like issuing this challenge, you know, to myself and letting everyone else know about, you know, yeah, no help, no add-ons. Every penny has got to be made from plasma donations to, you know, help Ironmouse and also kind of spread the word about CVID and what it means to donate plasma. So with that, I'll see you guys on the next one. Might give an update video depending on if anyone reaches out. Any changes happens. I definitely will be making a video and showcasing the amount of money saved whenever I do get that amount, whenever I do start commissions, or if anyone did reach out to go, hey, yeah, we want you to put a mouse still on the avatar. Or no, we want, you know, cat ears on it, or we want rounded chest that says, like, you know, I am an Ironmouse fan forever. You know, just whatever those two might want to do. So with that, take care, everyone.